Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another player analysis. Today we're going to be talking about Bobby Hill and the season so far for him. Some of the numbers that we are going to talk about off the scale. Uh, it's more or less the same of what we have seen, but just to another level. And he's quietly going about it, is what I feel. And there's a team element that sort of accentuates the performance in these stats that we're going to be talking about. But a new stat or a champion data reference point, and guys, use your eyes. Like obviously the stats are the stats, but use your eyes when you're watching this, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Bobby Hill has the highest threat rating in the league, which means they basically rate his kick and the likelihood of that resulting in a scoring chain. So he has the highest threat rating. It's at 24 or 26 points, whatever that means. I don't know, but it's number one. For reference, last year, it was a quarter of that. I think his threat rating was at 7. Now you have to bear in mind the team element, right? We are scoring 2 more goals from turnovers. We're generating turnovers in our forward half, which obviously when that happens, the forwards who pick up and crumb that ball or intercept that ball by way of a forward half turnover are going to have easier looks going inside 50 and easier looks going at goal. So that certainly helps the case. But the fact that he is number one in threat rating and number one in retention rating amongst all forwards just goes to show the polish he's found in 2025. Last year, what did we know about Bobby Hill? We knew he had obviously, he has the dash, he has the vision, but sometimes he was doing too much. Sometimes he was a little bit off. His accuracy wasn't quite there. Everything is going up, and his score involvements remain the same this year compared to last year. But he still had. But the difference is last year he was enjoying more touches of the footy, whereas this year he's not seeing it as much. So his impact with based on the return of his low amount of disposals, if you want to call that, has been something that we can really appreciate. Not having as much possession of the footy in 2025, but having more of an impact on the scoreboard in 2025. Accuracy-wise, goals-wise, goal assists, score involvements, they're all the same or a little bit better relative to last year, despite the fact that he is not finding the footy as much this year. Anyways, enough air rating. Let's go. All right, let's move. So this is against Hawthorn. Most of these clips are from Hawthorn. You're going to see Bobby Hill here. His first 2 involvements in this game set, along with other moments that preceded this, but it sets the precedent for the game. The efficiency we saw from the team on Friday night against the Hawks. So Bobby's here. Lipinski is hard with this. Feeds Bobby and just perfectly weights this to Jamie Elliott. Just a soft little touch. He invites Jamie Elliott into this space. There's no other way this ball is marked by Jamie Elliott if it's not at this weight. So what we'll learn to appreciate is the weight of Bobby Hill's kicks going inside 50. And it helps kicking to someone who's in career best form. So a few handballs, sequence. Bobby Hill, another perfectly weighted ball. Any further, guys, any harder that goes over the line, any closer to Barras being the great intercept marker that he is, that ball does not get marked uncontested by Brody Myercheck. This is another one just appreciating our forwards going inside 50. What I'm noticing is Beau McCreary loves this fat side kick, and he is such a rangy kick. He has this kick that not that nobody can see this kick. It's more so that Beau has the range to hit this kick as well, which is also important. So, yeah, maybe he has this. This is maybe a low percentage shot on goal. This ends up being a mark on the 50-meter arc, and there's nothing here quite happening just yet. So, another really good decision by Beau. Finds Bobby Hill on the fat side. Doesn't quite take the mark. That's okay. He recovers, caresses it, feeds it out, and then we get another look in. This one's Patrick Lipinski. Another really great kick going inside 50. Talking about the weight of the kick here, you can see. So Bobby is kind of leading out here, right? But the weight of Lipinski's kick and the perfection of it forces Bobby Hill to adjust. and make the lead here more so. Look at that. Has to cut. Virtually perfect. Nice little specky here. Had to add that in. I just want to see here. I feel like, so you can see here just now, as Pez is about to kick it, Harry Perriman, Bobby Hill is actually trying to get a kick inside the corridor, which is a bit of a set play. Sometimes you'll see as there's a kick from a mark, you'll see players sort of drift inside corridor while these guys are convinced that the ball's going here. The kick's a little bit off, and Bobby Hill makes the adjustment and does what he does. Just takes a specky. What else? What more do you want from the man? Dan Houston here. So Bobby Hill, great body work on CJ. Smart little socket to steel side bottom. You can't teach that. And just the point, I don't think he gets a touch here, but he's never admiring his work that he's just done. He's looking for the next impact in the next play. So he's there. He's open. Joshy misses him. That's okay. Clean ground ball gather. Gets out of the stoppage after all that work. Pulls his kick. That was not a shot on goal. I promise you that was not a shot on goal. I don't even know if the forwards would have been expecting that. You can't really see if they're making a lead, but that is next level. You just cannot teach that. That's just Bobby Hill, and he loves it too. All right. So Bobby Hill comes off the bench here, so he's unassigned at this point. Nice little decision. So he ends up pretty simple concept here. He's just trying to drag this player in, so this player has more rite of passage. This player is open here, and then we're out. Pretty simple. So there you go. He's going to step up now. He can try get there, but it's probably too little too late. So let's see. Do we see the rest of this? No, but you get the point, right? Bobby here. Nice little mark overhead. Is that borderline contested? And then this is really simple. Just another situation where you're going to see Bobby Hill provide another second option. Just never admiring his work. Yeah. See him. Okay. Q got busy this game, didn't he? So this Q, Bobby. Q's really starting to find the footy now. Getting really comfortable with it, which is good. And a great little hit up as well, mind you. It's contagious, isn't it? Like smart use of the footy when you're playing so well, it seeps into other players' games, which you're typically not accustomed with. I mean, look how well Billy Frampton's using the ball. Isaac Quaidle's never been the best ball user. Yes, he's still improving, but he's showing really good signs of improvement. So this is the Sydney game, forward half turnover. Talking to my point before, like Bobby Hill's threat is through the roof, and it's thanks to the team effort here. The forward half turnover, Jukes, Rampier, or Lloyd, whoever that is, and then finds Elliott. This one here is next level. So this kick is my check. Now, this probably isn't on, like just straight through the line because of Aaliyah and just how perfect it would have to be. What I think we see here is Bobby sees that that's Jason Horne-Francis, that's Brody Myercheck. I don't know if it goes this deep, but I'm gonna assume it is because Bobby Hill is a lot smarter than we think, guys, when it comes to being on the field. He has a high IQ and gets goal assists like they're lollies in his games for a reason. So he's made that assessment. He's looking, he's thinking, surely. And then now he's like, all right, cool. That's still a genuine 1-on-1. No one can really impact this play from here. It's just a genuine 1-on-1. And if it's Horne-Francis versus Myercheck, you take it. He pulls it, sits it on his head. It's just a perfect kick. Perfect. Where are we here? So I think Bobby's there, I believe. Bit of body work. Nearly the mark. Jukes, who's that? Bergman and Wines. Feed Sullivan. Goal. And then lastly here. This one, even this is just smart. Like, you could see the situation here. You got McCreary, and I think that's Membry. Even because over here, you can't quite see her. There is a player coming in who could potentially, by the time Bo McCreary gathers the footy, there's a chance he gets taken down. McCreary is saying, nah, Bobby, just go to the square. That's safe as houses. How does he get there, though, without it being this massive looping handball that might allow the Port defenders to catch up. Well, I'm not sure who this is, but I am. Is that Farrell? Bobby has his number. Bobby has anyone's number when it comes to selling candy. So this is what ends up happening. Bang. See you later. And you can see here, every chance Burgoyne would have caught McCreary. So smart decision. I think Bobby wanted the goal back here. Look at him. Or maybe he wanted to just celebrate with him. Anyways, guys, I hope that sheds some light on the season Bobby Hill is quietly having so far. Very efficient with less disposals, highest threat in the league with his kick. That means most of his kicks, or a lot of his kicks, or his kicks more than anyone, have more likelihood of hitting the scoreboard than anyone else in the league. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Go Pies.